Hello everybody and welcome to episode 7 of RT2629's restoration. If you watched the last video, you'll know we started to rebuild the chassis, putting all those repainted bits back on the bus. Well, in this video, we continue rebuilding the back end of the bus.
Well, I think they're alright, you know. They're not scored, and they're not leaking, are they? Because the shoes aren't covered in oil.
Well, it's just as well because you wouldn't get any more.
True. So, as you've seen, we've silvered the chassis, and now it's time for the hubs to go back together and the brake shoes to go back on. So, we've cleaned and painted the brake shoes, and now it's time for it all to go back together. So, before we put the new shoes back on, we'll just put some grease around the pins so everything slides nicely when it's all back together. I didn't bring a cloth. Yes!
Come here.
Yes!
Come here.
Come here! Come here!
Good girl. Thank you.
You clever dog.
Good girl.
So now we're on to fitting the shoes. So they've all been nicely cleaned up, painted and re-greased, all ready to go back together. This is the top one with the brake adjuster on it. Pull that out of the way. Sorry, it's stuck on the bottom one. Plate that holds them both on. Too bad. There we go.
Right, so here is our homemade adjustment tool.
Right, so using our homemade adjusting tool, this is called a trammeling tool. If you follow the RT manual. So what it does is we set this so it's just above the brake shoe, and then see how that's just catching on the top of there? We want to set that so that both shoes are the same distance from the drum, because you can adjust them independently. Then once they're set up, it adjusts together on the brake adjuster. So it's only initially you have to set it up like this, and then it adjusts together. So we can see from that, I don't know if you can see it on the camera, we're virtually touching here, and the bottom shoe is a good 1/8 of an inch away, so we need to disconnect the springs again and wind the adjuster out on the bottom shoe so we can get it equal. So that's the first adjustment done. Now I can guarantee we'll have over adjusted the bottom one, and we'll have to take it off and wind it back the other way again, because we do it every time, don't we, Dave?
Every single time.
Oh.
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 Is that oh?
Oh, that's close, isn't it? That's good.
Yeah. I think I'm happy with that.
I don't think you're going to get any closer, are you? It's very similar both sides from what I can see from here.
So, unlike normal, we've got it right first time, haven't we, Dave?
First time ever.
First time ever. There's a first for everything. So we're happy with that. So we can finish rebuilding the hub and then go on to the other side.
So whilst Dave and Tim are putting the brakes back together, I'm here just giving one of the hubs a top coat of paint before it's ready to be fitted back on the bus.
So the brakes are all back together and that's all finished. So now we've got to put the hubs and the hub nuts back on, and then we can put the half shafts in and put the caps back on, and that's the rear axle all rebuilt. So next we're just going to put some oil in the bearings. We're going to put a little bit of grease on the Teddington gland at the back, which is the hub oil seal, just until the oil comes down the axle tube and gets into there. It just keeps it with something on it and get it together. So just a little bit of grease around the edge of the seal, just to help it so it's not completely dry until the bus has been out for a run and the oil's got down through the bearings to the seal at the back. So next job, we're going to put some oil into these bearings before we put them back together. Now on an RT it's AG 140, which is the diff oil. Now this is much thicker than a Routemaster, because unlike a Routemaster that has a crown wheel and pinion, an RT is a worm drive axle. So just put a little bit of that into the bearing. And spill it down the side as well. And then flip it over and do the same with the back one. Time to lift it back on. They're not the lightest of things either. There we go. So hopefully, if we've done everything right, that won't have to come apart again for quite a long time. So, get the nut back on.
dear, oh dear.
Right, can we do a sensible one now, please?
Oh, we were reversing, are we?
So next to go back in is the 2 half shafts. This being the longer one.
All the way in.
Yeah, should get to a point you'll have to align it with the.
Yeah, there.
There we go. That's one in. So the next job is to put the gasket onto the drive cap, and then we can refit that back onto the end. The other half shaft's in. So just put a tiny bit of sealant around as well. Just hold the gasket on. A little bit of so we're just putting 3 in each side for now, because some of the ones we took off were quite poor condition, so I'll get some new ones made up to replace them. So there we go, that's this side all back together. All we've got left now is the brake drum to put back on, and adjust the rear brake up, and that's done.
Down first.
Put it down first. That's back on. There we go, job done. On to the other side.
Well, there you have it. That's the end of another video. Thank you so much for watching. If you've enjoyed it, and you must have done if you're still here, please give us a thumbs up, hit that like button, and show your appreciation for the channel. Also, if you've not done so already, please subscribe. We try and bring you a video every 2 weeks here on this channel, so don't miss any future episodes. Hit the subscribe button and hit that notification bell as well. From me, Tim, and the rest of the team, thank you so much for watching. Until next time, bye-bye.